I'm just like blown away. This thing is, what in the world? It's so good. As a church player, I've been really curious to answer the question of what exactly can the Pod Express do for me in a church scenario. I've seen a lot of videos about the Pod Express doing the rock thing, the metal thing. It's pretty popular for that. I've seen a few videos on the church tone thing, but I'm really curious to know, can the Pod Express not only get me to the church tone sort of lane, but can it like be my whole rig? Can it replace my pedal board and my amp? Yes, it can. If you've got the right preset build, the right organization, I'm really excited to tell you yes. Check it out. All right, everybody, I'm going to get straight to the tones here in a second, but I have to clarify a few things. Number one, these presets are designed to be in stereo. So if you decide to go with these presets and go mono, meaning only one cable out, not two. See, I have a guitar cable in, one cable out, two cable out. If you go one cable out, they will not sound like what you're hearing in this video. They are designed to be stereo. Number two, and this is a pretty good practice for anybody who's using this thing, preset mode is awesome. And I am building each preset on the idea of replacing a stage in like a pedal board. So this will be my cleaner tone, this is my drive tone, this is my bigger drive tone, and my lead tone here. All the way back next to clean at the top, I've got like a swell patch, okay? So when I'm rotating these, I'm kind of going through those stages as best as I can. Keep that in mind. Presets are a big deal. You should be using them. Number three, if you want great worship tone out of this unit, you gotta go with the right kind of delay. And I can't get the right delay out of this knob by itself. I've had to go into the editor and open up Pod Edit, turn this delay into a dotted eighth delay, which is a big deal. So look up some stuff about dotted eighth delay. If you don't want to do that and you just want these presets, the link will be down in the description below. But that allows you to just tap your tempo and get a full range of what you need instead of having to do some weird tapping. So that's always a nice thing to know. Well, I don't think this is the last thing, but also important, I'm using global tap tempo on this. Global tap tempo is a big deal too. That allows that tap tempo that you've pressed in to translate to each preset when you're switching, rather than having a different tap on each one. I prefer it this way because it works really seamless. You don't have to, but these presets are built with that in mind. And I think that's everything. Let's get to the demo. All right, so those are the presets. If you like them, awesome. If not, you want to dial it in yourself, go for it. I've heard this from, I think, Bradford at Worship Tutorials. It is an amazing time to be a guitar player, undeniably. This is a budget-friendly pedal. Pod Express is so within the range of just about anybody who wants to play guitar, and it can sound so good. But a couple things for you guys if you're interested in these presets. If you notice, the way that I put presets together, they're put in a certain order. I like having the clean up at the top and then it rotates around, right? You saw in the demo. I like it in that order, but putting them in that order is on you. I can't upload that for you. I think there's a way to upload like all of the presets to shift out an entire library of presets, but I don't know what you have on your Pod Express, so maybe that might be worth it, it might not. I'll see if I can upload something to maybe help with that, but let's just assume it's on you. So put the order in the way you want it. Notice too that I'm not really using the on-off button. That button can be assigned to turn anything on and off. So can the tap tempo, but I'm not using that. I think it's kind of redundant to use. I find the tone is better if I can build presets that shift the amp gain, or maybe turn a pedal on and off in the preset itself, not turning them on and off live in the presets. Since the tap tempo translates over really nice on each preset and global tap, I'm like, wow, this is stinking awesome. So I just don't use the on-off. I'd leave it alone. It's up to you how you want to run it, but just keep that in mind. If you find the presets to be a little too harsh, use the tone knob on your guitar to turn it down a little bit. That harshness often helps you poke through a little in a mix. Sometimes it depends on your pickups on your guitar. It becomes really too harsh. So pull that tone knob down a little bit, and it should solve the majority of the problems you'll run into. If not, you can always go in the editor and pull down the presence of the treble to your liking. I didn't put any chorus effects in there. What's wrong with you? Chorus is amazing. Heck yeah, it is. Chorus is awesome. But the chorus in this pedal, I couldn't find anything that really locked in what I wanted. I would encourage you, if you want chorus, go back to the tone or the chorus knobs on the pedal itself to put chorus in. That's the easiest way to do it, obviously, especially if you're not familiar with tone. But there wasn't anything in this particular pedal that made me go, yeah, that is the tone for chorus. I think it has to do with the way it's sitting in the signal chain. It's just a little too much. It adds too much grit when I turn it on, and it kind of takes away from what I'm trying to do on keeping the amp clean or keeping it dry. Not dry. Keeping the drives at a certain kind of degree of hairiness. The chorus adds its own hairiness in a way. On other pedals, I've had more of a cleaner chorus effect or approach, and I just couldn't get it on this pedal. So it's up to you if you want to add one. I just didn't put any in any of these presets, so you can use them as foundations. Again, I wrote this earlier in the video. Pod Edit is required to get these presets up and rolling. Pod Edit is the program you have to download off of Line 6's website, and it is free, obviously, but it allows you to edit your Pod Express on a deeper level than just what the knobs on the pedal do. It also allows you to transfer presets from somebody else. So if you want these presets, you need to have your Pod Edit updated through the Line 6 Central system or program. That's available at line6.com too. I'll leave a link in the description with those instructions. Actually, I'll have a segment after this if you want to see how to do some of those things on the computer. If you don't care, you can take off, get out of here. But if you need some help, I'll put a tool at the end of this just so you can get an understanding of how that works. But just know Pod Edit, getting something on the computer or being on a computer is required if you want to get these presets on your pedal. That should be it at this point. So if you like it, subscribe, I guess. Like the video. Otherwise, hey, if you don't want them, there's so much potential on this pedal. Get it. If you're looking to buy it and you're on a budget, this is an amazing pedal. Go mess around with it. Go have a good time. If you need some help, these presets are available. Otherwise, hope you enjoy them. All right, let's talk about how you can get these presets onto your Pod Express. I'm assuming since you have the Pod Express, you're not super into the computer thing. Maybe you are, but if you aren't, this is kind of for you if this is your first time. The Pod Express Edit program is a newer update to the Pod. It's a great update. You should totally dive into it, check it out. Right now I have all the settings of a new preset on here, so none of this is my presets in particular. But to get to this screen means that you can start importing presets into your slots here. So I have my custom presets that I've made here, and we're going to show you, or I'm going to show you how to upload slots or upload presets into these. But first we have to go in and do some setup. So there's a link in the video description below that should take you to the Line 6 downloads page. You're going to go to this page link, and then you're going to want to actually create an account first. Creating an account is a big deal. You won't be able to download anything unless you have an account created. Once you do that, you can click this link again, come back to here. The URL is up here if you need it. It's also in the description. But you're going to go to this particular box. You're going to find a huge drop down of stuff. You're going to scroll down and find Pod Express Guitar. That's the unit we're working with. You're going to hit go. It should pull up all of the downloads that you need for this particular platform. This includes the free software download of the Pod Express Edit, which is the program I just showed you before. Line 6 Central, you're going to need as well. This is going to help you check to see if your Pod Express needs an update, and your drivers. If in the future there are recent updates, the buttons that are most close to the top for each of these should be the most relevant. So in this case, drivers, this one's the closest to the top. Download that, and it applies to all these other ones. The first thing you want to do is download this drivers one. Hit get download. If you're using Chrome, the download will look like this. You click it, it's asking me to sign in, or I have my stuff here. And there is an accept and download button down here. Once you do it, it pops up in this corner or wherever your browser download is. And from here, you just click that program and run it. The driver piece won't do much. Just let it do its thing. Click all the way through OK, 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 and all that stuff. You should be good to go. There's really no interface or program for this. This is just kind of the language for the pedal. Next, you're going to do the same thing for Line 6 Central. So click that button, do the same thing. Install that. Click yes all the way through, let it do its thing. Same thing for Pod Express Edit. Okay. The next thing you're going to want to do after you've installed all three of these is you're going to pull up Line 6 Central. In this case, Line 6 Central should look like that. And we're going to open this up. So in this case, it doesn't have my device connected because I'm opened in Pod Edit. See if I can close this out. Oh, well, there it wanted to go. So once it loads up, you should be able to tell whether your unit needs an update or not. In this case, I completely closed out of the program too early. So we'll open it back up. Should load up, should show you your Pod Express. It's telling me mine's up to date, but when you click on it, you can go in here and hit perform update if it needs an update. If you're green, your Pod Express is up to date, you should be good to go. Just follow the instructions, you'll do that. After this, you can then go into Pod Express, and Pod Express is where we're going to be uploading presets. So again, this is the program that you downloaded previously. So it's probably going to give me trouble because I keep trying to open up both programs. So keep that in mind. Just wait until each program closes out. It seems like you can only be in Line 6 Central or Pod Express one at a time. So it doesn't like it if you do both. So I'll just reopen it. And it should pop up the interface. Sweet. So right now we're highlighting the new preset or just a blank preset. So this is just a clean amp with whatever settings it comes with default. So the question is, how do you upload presets that you've bought or acquired from somewhere else? In my case, we have some presets here that I can show you. So these are the presets that you should see if you are doing them from me or from this particular video. So what we're going to do is we're going to find where we downloaded these presets. We're going to import them. So since I have these saved to my desktop, you probably will have yours saved to your downloads folder. You're just going to go into Line 6 Central, or not Line 6 Central, I keep getting them mixed up, Pod Express. You're going to click the preset that you want to deal with. So in this case, I'll deal with one. You're going to hit import. it's going to ask you where do you want to find the file. In your case, you probably got them in your downloads, but for my purposes, mine are on my desktop. So here they are. They're little PXP1 files. I thought they were a different name there. Please don't make fun of me. And the only thing you have to do is just click it. So this is the clean file that I've made for this particular video. You hit open, and then it will prompt you with these overwrite messages in PodExpress all the time. I've noticed that this message sometimes even gets like put behind the screens that are relevant to you, so it doesn't look like it's working. So if it doesn't look like it's working, and you, excuse me, if it's not working and it doesn't look like the preset has changed names, go down to the bottom of this this icon for PodExpress, edit, and see if there are two windows open, and notice that this one should be open. This is essentially just asking you if you want to overwrite it, and just hit OK. There it goes. Again, that message may be behind the screen, so you're going to want to go and hover your mouse over the program to see if there's an extra message. Okay, so in this case, there isn't one because there's no indication. Let's do one more just to see. So I'm going to import one more. Drive to, why not? There's that message again. It might be hidden in your case. In my case, it's not. So if it is, if you don't see anything, you don't see the new preset thing change, go over here, hover your mouse, see if there's that second message. Click there and click OK. And you should be good to go. All right, guys, if you choose to do it and get the preset, hope you enjoy it. One last thing, if you do decide to buy these presets off of the link below, you'll get a download folder that is a zip folder. And if you're not familiar with those, they're very common. They help you transfer a bunch of files over the internet. To open it, you can click on it and see if it works, but I would not do that. Instead, right-click it if you're on a Windows machine and just hit Extract All. It should be fairly similar on Mac. You're going to want to extract these. When you do, hit Extract All. It'll ask you to prompt wherever you want to save it. It's most likely going to save in your downloads again. Just hit Extract, and it should be able to pop up and give you the right things here. So in this case, you'll have a README file. You have the presets in there. It may duplicate the file, but that shouldn't be a problem. So your presets, this is what we are going to use to import into your PodExpress program, just like we showed before. Hopefully that makes sense. Hope you enjoy.